January's over and done. Want to know how I did? Stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Three Queens Resale, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on me. It does mean a lot to me as I work on building my YouTube community, and if you are a reseller bestie, thank you for coming back. It does mean the world to me as I work on building this positive community full of positive people who I so much enjoy communicating with. So in order to continue to build this channel and grow this channel, it is important that you interact with this video. Give me a like, give me a comment, and if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. If you're interested in what sold videos and reseller hauls and tips and tricks for growing your reseller business. So with that said, today's video is a what sold video, and if you like what sold videos, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button, and let's get into it. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I do my what sold by 7-day increments, so week-long increments. The last what sold of the month is always the longest because there's 10 days left from the 21st on. There's 10 to 9 days left depending on the month. So I'm going to start with January 22nd and go all the way to the end of the month. I'll tell you what sold, pop a picture up, let you know where I got it from, if I remember how much I sourced it for, and how long I've had it. So with that said, we're going to start with January 22nd. We had 3 sales, all of them on Poshmark. The first is this Devenver Broncos NFL Extreme 2XL jacket. I don't know anything about football. Our team here is the Indianapolis Colts. I've been to like 2 Colts games ever in my life. I don't really follow like sports like that. But I picked this up at a local Goodwill and I thought, it looked like something that a Denver Broncos fanatic would love. And I had it listed pretty high and it sat and sat and sat. And so finally I kept dropping it in closet clear out. And so someone finally bought it for $35. And after the $7 in fees, I was left with $28. I did pay up from that about $9. And I got it at a local Goodwill here around my house back in like September, October-ish. Next was this Beta brand black pants, size 1X. I picked these up at the bins during my listing challenge back in December. So they've been listed since December. They sold for $21. And after the $4 in fees and a $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $15.30. And then these Okai, you can correct me in the comments, casual classic slip-on like loafers, pink. These are water resistant. Like you can wear them in the sand and wear them in the ocean and all that good stuff, and they'll dry out. I don't know. I've got another pair. I've got a gray pair as well, and yeah, for some reason the pink rubbed my heels wrong, and I didn't like them, so I never wore them. And so off they go. They sold for $29, and after the $5.80 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $21.30, and those had also been listed since December, bringing my January 22nd, what day of the week was that? Saturday total to $65. Then the next days, I was in Las Vegas, so I was not doing much. The 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 6th, I was on vacation with my husband in Vegas, so I didn't do much reselling stuff. So I didn't even go sourcing out there like I had planned. I'm dealing with some type of foot issue where I don't know. We're working on it. We think it's a torn ligament. I'll keep you posted. It's affecting everything. Like I can't go to the bins. I can't really source for more than a couple of hours. So that's a component to consider if you're going to be a full-time reseller, is that you've got to keep yourself healthy. I mean, I'm luckily for me, I have like a lot in stock, and we got a bunch of things recently from my mother-in-law who passed away. We got a lot of her clothing, so we have some things. And I went out today and I was able to source for like 35 minutes, which think I got like 5 things. So that's not going to cut it. But yeah, you got to keep yourself healthy if you're going to do this. But anyway, Sunday, January 23rd, I sold 4 items, 2 on Poshmark and 2 on Mercari. So the first 2 were Poshmark, and that was this Anthropology sweater, size large. It had been listed since September. I think I picked this up at a local Goodwill. It sold for $27, and after the $5.40 in fees, I was left with $21.60. And then next was this Altered State long sleeve tunic size medium. This was my daughter Courtney's. It sold for $9, and after the $2.95 in fees, and this I was left with $6.05, and it had been listed since April. Altered State is a mall brand, and it sells pretty expensive, I think, in the mall. It's in our fancy mall here, but I just don't get high resale from it. Let me know how you do with it. I'm going to stop picking it up anywhere but the bins. So, yeah, let me know how you do with it, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to find stock photos, try harder with that. But then on Mercari, I sold these Dansko Clogs, size 39. They were metallic stripe. They sold for $45, and after the $6.11, I made $38.89, and those had been listed since December. And then also in Mercari, I sold these Shein, which Shein is a fast fashion brand that is not like super duper high quality. So unless you're getting it at the bins or it's one of your kids, like I wouldn't even pick it up. It sold for $10, and after the $1.59 in fees, I was left with $8.41, bringing my total for Sunday to $74.95. Then moving on to Monday, I had 5 sales, and they were all on Poshmark. So the first was this Torrid Lattice Low Impact Bra, size 4X. I did pick this up at the bins. One day I found like 6 pieces of Torrid in a bin. And so, yeah, I picked them all up and I got those listed. And like I said, Torrid does sell for me. It is a trendy plus size brand. I do like picking it up. It does not tend to flip for a whole lot. The more substantial pieces like dresses and blazers, you can do pretty well with. But this sold for $18, and after the $3.60 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $12.90. Then on Poshmark, I sold this Tommy Hilfiger burgundy t-shirt. It sold for $13, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $10.05. Next was this Ralph Lauren blazer, tan, size 46 regular. It sold for $32, and after the $6.40 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $24.10. Next were these Alfani Oxford Brown men's shoes, size 11. They sold for $20, and after the $4 in fees, I was left with $16. And then finally on Poshmark, I sold these Everlane pants, size 16. Oh, and I didn't tell you how long anything had been listed. I'll go back and do that. These Everlane pants had been listed since December. They sold for $35, and after the $7 in fees, I was left with $28. So the Alfani Oxfords had been listed since September. The blazer had been listed since November, and so had the polo t-shirt. So that brings my Monday total while I was out of town in Las Vegas to $5, or for those 5 items, to $91.05. Then moving on to January 25th, I had 5 sales, 4 on Poshmark and 1 on Tradesy. So starting on Poshmark, I had this Matilda Jane yellow shirt dress, size large. It sold for $10, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $7.05. Another brand that I don't get, I'll do super well with. I'll pick it up at the bins, but I'm not going to pick it up anywhere else. Next was this, and that had been listed since December. Next was this Joseph A. Bank dark gray extra large turtleneck. Um, I believe this was my dad's. I don't have it written down in my notes. I don't know. He was not a turtleneck wearer, so I don't know where I got this from. And he wasn't an extra large. I'm not sure. Um, it sold for $10, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $7.05. Next on Poshmark was this niche brown tweed skirt, size extra small. It sold for $15. It had been listed since November. After the $3 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $10.50. Then on Poshmark, I sold these Cole Haan wedges, size 7. They sold for $21, and after the $4.20 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $15.30. And then finally on Tradesy, I sold these Ariat Phoenix Western boots, size 9. They sold for $56.70. After the fees of $11.34, I was left with $45.36, bringing my total for Tuesday to $85.26. Then next on January 26th, Wednesday, I had 2 sales. The first was on Macari. There were these Gap Fit red shorts, size 2XL. They sold for $12, and after the $1.85 in fees, I was left with $10.15. And then on Poshmark, I sold this great length polka dot tank, size 14. She opened up a case for it, and since I don't go back and forth about cases, Poshmark favored in her side, and so it's being returned to me. But it sold for $15, and after the $3 in fees, I was left with $12. But since that's being returned to me, it will be relisted. So I'll have to back that $12 out of my fees. Let me do math real quick, which could be embarrassing. So that brings, actually I had 1 sale, so that brings my sale for the 26th to $10.15. And then moving on to Thursday, January 27th, I had 3 sales. The first, all 3 were on Poshmark. If you don't tell, Poshmark is my main bay. But I am really working on cross-listing to other platforms. So I sold this Theory black dark blue blazer. It sold for $22 after the $4.40 in fees. I was left at $17.60, and I picked that up in December. I believe the bins. December I was doing a lot of bin shopping because I was trying to meet my listing challenge. Next on Poshmark were these Dockers khaki flat front pant, size 34. They sold for $8 after the $2.95 in fees. I was left with $5, and those had been listed since December. And then next was this Ann Taylor Loft shift dress black, size 16. It was mine, so I had 0 cost of goods into that, and it had been listed since December. It sold for $19, and after the $3.80 and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $13.70. And for those 3 items, I made $36.35. Then on to Friday, January 28th, I sold 4 sales, 3 on Poshmark and 1 on eBay. On Poshmark first, I had this Frank, and actually I had 5 sales. Let me back up. The first one was a Michael Kors sweater, but I had to cancel it because in the listing it said extra small, but in reality it was extra large. So I messaged the buyer and told him that it was listed incorrectly, and I canceled the sale and corrected the listing and relisted it, because that was like a big size difference. So yeah, I lost out on $24 on that. So that is not included in my total. But next, I had this Frank and Eileen berry shirt, gray size XL. It sold for $39, and after the $7.80 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $29.70. Then I had this Frank Lyman, and that shirt had been listed in January, so it had only been listed a few weeks. Then on Poshmark, I had this Frank Lyman tunic top, size 10 black. It had been listed since December, and I picked it up from a local consignment shop. It sold for $33, and after the $6.60 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I'm looking for. I have a water bottle here, like that I'm using as an ice pack on my foot, and it rolled away. I know, I'm so disorganized. And the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $24.90. Then on Poshmark, I sold this Justin Bieber Purpose Tour t-shirt, size medium black. It had been listed since December. I picked that up at a local consignment shop. It sold for $10, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $7.05. Then on eBay, I sold this Lululemon full zip jacket 8. Do not pay up for Lululemon. It is not moving anymore. It just was like all of a sudden like gold. I was expecting. This was a consignment item from my friend Erin that had been listed for over a year, and I finally just took a $20 offer on it. I was expecting like $60 for this like last year, and Lululemon has just cooled off. So it sold for $20, and after the $3.60 in fees, I was left with $16.40. Then on Saturday, January 29th, so my Friday total was $97.77. Moving on to Saturday, January 29th, I had 2 sales. The first was this Mother Denim Straight Leg Jean, size 28. It sold for $35. After the $7 in fees, I was left with $28, and those have been listed since December. Then next was this H&M Kids Dress Pink. This was my daughter Jackie's. It sold for $12.75. After the $2.30 in fees, I was left and the $4.15 shipping, I was left with $6.57, which I'm not even sure I paid that much for it. $4.57. So I made $34.57 off of that dress, or those 2 items. Then moving on to January 30th, Sunday, which was a big day. I had 13 sales. So the first was this Calvin Klein suit jacket, 46 regular black. It sold on Poshmark for $20, and after the $4 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $14.50. Then, and that had been listed since November. Next was this on Poshmark, this Express dress, multicolor, size medium. It had been listed since January of last year, and it was a consignment item for Coach Aaron. It sold for $5, and after the $2.95 fee, I was left with $2.05. That was about to get pulled and sent to ThreadUp, so it sold. Next on Poshmark were these Nike legging pants, navy, size small. I am looking for these. I cannot find them. If I don't find them tonight, I'm going to cancel the order. But they were donated to me by my friend Wendy. They sold for $12, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $9.05 on, I guess they're all on Poshmark, so I'm going to quit saying Poshmark. On more the tongue tied here. I sold this Monera sleeveless maxi dress blue, size extra large. This had actually, I had picked it up a couple of summers ago at Goodwill thrifting. Wore a few summers, decided I'm not doing maxi dresses right now because I can't wear wedges. So when I was cleaning out my closet, got rid of it. So it's been listed since December. It sold for $18, and after the $3.60 in fees, I was left with $14.40. Then I sold these Nike Dry Fit black pants medium. These are a product of my consignee Julia. They sold for $12, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $9.05. Then I sold these Corso Como nude patent leather heels, size 7. They sold for $13, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $10.05. Those had been listed since November. I sold these Keen denim flats, size 7. They had been listed since December for $18. After the $3.60 in fees, I was left with $14.40. Then next on Poshmark was this Under Armour zip up jacket black. This was my dad's, and after it sold for $25. After the $5 in fees, I was left with 20. Then next up was this Loft Marissa trouser, 8 petite gray. They had been listed since November of 2019. They were one of my oldest listings. They were getting ready to go to ThredUp. So they sold for $8. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $5.05. Then on Poshmark, this odd Molly black sweater had been listed since November. I'm not sure why it was so low, but it sold for $7. And after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $4.05. Then on Poshmark, another Ben's pickup. It had been listed since December. Was these beach lunch lounge overalls, size 6. They sold for $17, and after the $3.40 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $12.10. Then next were these Beta brand blue long sleeve dress. It was a Ben's pickup back in November. It sold for $28, and after the $5.60 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $20.90. I would say Beta brand is a brand to be looking out for, especially in the larger sizes. I had 2 items, and they both sold in under a month, so that's amazing and for pretty decent money. And then finally, this Fabletics red dress, racerback midi dress, size large. This was mine. I don't wear it anymore. It sold for $10, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $7.05. So those 13 items came to $142.65. Then ending out the month, I had one sale on January 31st, and that was these Banana Republic Chino pants, size 6 petite. They had been listed since December. They sold for $16, and after the $3.20 in fees, I was left with and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $11.30. So my totals for the week, I made $691.85 for the week. And for the month, I made $2,775.91. So that is 41% of my goal, which my goal for the month was $6,700. So I'm at 41% of that. I sold 47 items this week, bringing my monthly total to 158 items, which is 70% of my monthly goal. My monthly goal is 225 items, and my average sale price for this week was $14.72, and for the month it was $17.56. My goal is to get that to $30. So I'm down $12.43. So I'm really striving hard to meet the monthly goals that I've had for myself. So I know they're extremely high, but my goal is to make 80,000 this year reselling. So I'm currently 3% at my annual goal. So definitely have some ground to make up, but I think that I can do it over the course of the year. As the airline pilot says, we're going to make this up in the air. So we're going to make this up as the month goes along. Strategies for improvement and reaching my goal. So definitely want to list more. I want to get to listing. My goal is to list 50 items a month. And so just a lot of distractions going on in my life, and I haven't really been focused on that, but I'm going to get back to that. Next is to focus on listing items for sale for 30 or more. So as I source, and like I said, sourcing has been an issue, but as I source things, I am looking for things that my return on investment will yield me $30 profit or more. And then lastly, to list on eBay daily. We all know that Stephanie is has a favorite of Poshmark. Poshmark is my favorite child, but I am going to really focus on showing eBay some love. And also, my husband is currently cross listed or in the process of cross listing everything to Grilled. And then his next platform will be to cross list everything to Facebook Marketplace. So, also just to make sure we get everything cross listed to the other platforms. But I'm definitely going to focus on incorporating eBay and listing on eBay daily. So, we'll see how that goes. eBay stresses me out, but we're going to see how it goes. But that was my month, and if you're still hanging out with me, thank you so much. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye.